What is up, guys? It is John from Side Hustle Experiment. I have my good friend Avery, aka Romer the Romer, on the channel today. We're going back into time when I used to sell books. Avery actually just created a listing software that is primarily focused for booksellers, but it's also great for OA sellers. It's really focused on analytics. He actually gave me a copy. I've been going through it. It looks awesome, especially if you're just getting started. It's pretty much everything you would need to kind of just get going. Super easy to set up. So he's kind of going to go through a little demo about how it works. He created actually a special spreadsheet for you guys to track your replens and kind of show you how much you should be ordering. I suck at Excel, so I'm super happy you did that. So what's up, Avery? Thanks for being here.
Appreciate you having me on, man. So yeah, I guess I'll start showing them how they can list, a box of products. Remember, guys, this works not only for books, but also for any other products that you're listing. So if you're doing OA flips, beauty products, grocery products, literally any product that exists on Amazon, you can use this. We have wholesalers using our software. We have online arbitrage sellers using our software. And obviously, we have booksellers. And selling books on Amazon is one of the most complicated ways to list products because every single book has a different SKU and a different ASIN. So when you go to list OA products, you might have 100 of the same. Boom, that's easy. But with books, you have a bunch of different ASINs. So I'm going to show you, we actually programmed this software. It's the fastest listing software that exists on planet Earth currently. So I'm going to list all these books in like 2 minutes for you guys. So check this out. And this is going to be a complete tutorial on how to send a shipment to Amazon as well. So if you guys look here, what you can do, this is within Go To Lister. Remember, go through John's link below. And if you go through that link, we'll also give you access to the replan list, which I'll show you in a second. John, can you see my screen good here?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, perfect. So we'll call this Side Hustle. We also have smart pricing. I'll talk a little bit more about this later, but essentially we help you make more money on books that sell faster. And this is also helpful for online arbitrage sellers as well, because if your items sell faster, you should be pricing them higher. Then you can go ahead and put who listed it. In this case, I'm the one listing it. So it's important to track who listed the product in case there's ever a problem with the product, who messed it up. And then you always want to label your products if you're using a prep center. You can also send your prep center this video, and this should show them step-by-step how to use Go To Lister. But you can also, I always recommend label your own products. So otherwise, you have to pay Amazon 30 cents per product. So for every 1,000 items you send to Amazon, you would be paying $300, which in my opinion is outrageous. And then we're also going to provide
slows down check-in times as well.
You said what?
It definitely slows down the check-in times.
Yes, slows down the check-in time. So two things with the check-in time. Number one, if you have Amazon label, it slows it down. And number two, if you don't provide box content, I've heard that it slows down check-in time as well. So Go To Lister allows you to easily provide box contents, which we'll go over in just a second here. So once you get in the batch, if you're doing online arbitrage items, which I know a lot of you guys are, you would select new. This is N for new condition. And if you're listing used books, you would select G. That's for good. And then you can select any source here. You can add sources. So I actually got these from Mexico. I'm down here in Mexico City right now. So I'm gonna add Mexico as a source. I paid, let's just say $1 per book. I actually paid more because I bought these from a bookstore. It kind of goes against my morals to pay a lot for books, but I bought them for the purpose of this video. I think I spent $200 on the stack of books over here, but I bought them for the purpose of showing you guys how to use Go To Lister. And then we're also compatible with Dymo printers and Rollo printers. John, what printer do you recommend for your audience to use?
Definitely a Rollo. I still have a Dymo because that's how the Rollo wasn't really popular when we started. It was all Dymo, but the Rollo is definitely far superior.
Right. Yeah. So let me actually put this on the screen. I recommend the Rollo as well, but we are Dymo compatible. If you want to torture yourself with Dymo, you can. Let's see if I can make it. All right, I'm going to start with this big stack of books we got here, and then I'm also going to show you guys how you can list other products like beauty products and supplements as well. So with these books, the cool thing about Go To Lister is you can scan as fast as you want, and it's the only software that allows you to scan faster then Amazon has time to return a response. So as you can see, I'm scanning as fast as I want, and I'm going to be able to list all these books in like 2 minutes if I don't break them all. And with it really allows for speed. So the way I recommend to list is just scan, 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 and then Amazon's going to give the response back there. And this allows you to list like, you can literally list like 100 plus books in just 30 minutes if you're going fast.
Yeah, that was always the worst part about listing. It just took forever because you got to wait for whatever software you're using to just load. And then also, I meant to mention before with like the smart pricing, that was the other thing. Like most softwares, you have to like literally click and hover and click the price unless you're listing them all at a certain price. Which I mean, you're listing a lot of books. It takes you a minute a book. I mean, it's a lot of minutes.
Yeah, it can really add up. So as you can see there, I just listed all those books in under 2 minutes. And we also have an error queue here. So this error queue is going to show us anytime one ISBN has 2 ASINs, or if you guys are listing OA products, sometimes one UPC with 2 different ASINs. So it gives you the option to select the different titles or different products. So for example, in online arbitrage, it might be a Nike, Nike shorts, and there might be 2 or 3 different ASINs. So you want to hop on the ASIN with the lowest sales rank. In this case, it's a book. I know it's this book here because the cover matches the one I scanned. So I'm going to select the right one. And then boom, we have all of our products listed. I just listed 24 books in under 2 minutes, and they're already in the box, boxed up. Now, of course, I don't have my printer with me, but if I did, I would be labeling these too. So you can probably double the time it would take me to list those. But still, that's like less than 10 minutes to list a box of books, which is kind of like unheard of. This really allows you to optimize your time listing. And before you send your books to Amazon, so we're going to send this batch to Amazon, and it's going to be available on Seller Central. I always recommend go through, and we're the only software that shows you when there's no FBA offers. So this is helpful not only for booksellers, but also for online arbitrage sellers. If you ever see this purple here, and it says there are 0 FBA offers on this listing, what does that mean, John?
That means you could price a lot higher because there's only a merchant fulfilled person. So you could get a premium for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. So like if the sales rank's low enough, we price it 20% higher for you automatically. A lot of these books I just bought here in Mexico, it's like 9 million rank. You would never want to send that to Amazon. Like a lot of these are not the best. But if the sales rank's low enough, we're actually going to automatically price it 20% higher. But I definitely recommend, like when you see these, when you see it turn purple, I recommend pricing it higher. I really recommend clicking on it and going and look at the keeper graph and deciding, what price is good. So just do a quick glance at all your prices. At the top here, it's going to tell you what your total profit is for the batch. And then now what we're going to do is click on send batch. It's going to send it to Amazon. And then from here, we are going to see what the splits are. So there's 2 different warehouse destinations. Amazon's splitting the shipment, which just means they want 17 of the books to go to one warehouse, and they want 7 of the products to go to the other. Real quick, I forgot to mention how to list OA products. Like let's say you're listing Nike socks, you would just type in Nike sock, or you probably have the ASIN available in your spreadsheet. You would just copy that ASIN there, or search it and find the correct ASIN. And it's exactly the same process here. I'm not sure if this go-to-lister account's able to list Nike or not. We'll see if they're ungated. Wow. It is. But if it wasn't ungated, it would give you the option to request approval, and it would automatically open Seller Central, paste the ASIN in, and allow you to request approval instantly, which that's pretty.
Like 100 of those, how would you put 100?
So if you want to do it beforehand, what you can do is you can type in 100 here. Okay. And now when I go to list, it's going to list it with that quantity. And you can always up quantity after the fact too. So go ahead and update quantity to 100 like that. And then we're actually working on making it so it prints automatically when you change the quantity here. But so yeah, you have 100 labels printing out. And so you can see that really increased our profit. Guys, go after online arbitrage products. Online arbitrage is super profitable. So we just took our batch profit from $180 with books to $700 plus with OA. Of course, this is all theoretical. My buy cost on those socks was only $1.
Yeah.
But now look at this. Now everything is going to one warehouse destination that I added the Nike socks to it. That's very strange.
Usually,
So,
I feel like if you send over 100, it could be like totally different, like stuff. It will usually go to one warehouse.
yeah, that is so weird. So I'm actually going to go back and remove those socks just to show you guys what to do if there are splits. So split shipments are a big issue for sellers because they're really just a pain, to go through the product, to go through all the products. And, we have 7 items in this box, and then we have 17 in this box. Like now we have to separate all these. I already have them in a box. Like it's super annoying to do this. So what we've done is we've created a solution for this. So what we're going to do is click on accept shipments. And now we're going to enter box contents and go to lister, which is going to allow you not only to have faster check-in times with Amazon, but if you click on finish box contents here, before you do that, share your stats on social media and tag us at GoToLister. We're on Instagram, and we also have a Facebook group as well. And then we'll repost you. And then this is actually going to show you can work on your boxes here. This is the different split shipments, the different warehouses that Amazon wants you to send the products to. And it's like, how the heck do you know which book goes in which box? And this goes for online arbitrage products as well. All you need to do is pick up the book or product, scan it, and it's going to tell you exactly which box to put it into. So see, it says GYR3, that's the warehouse destination box 1. So this is going to go in box 1. Let me scan another book. This is also going to go in box 1. Scan another book. And so it tells you this one's going to go in LAS. This is different. So all I have to do is scan the product, and it tells me what. So this is going to a different warehouse. And so all I need to do is scan the F and SKU, and it tells me what warehouse it's going to. And let's say that I fully fill up a box to one warehouse, which is like really common. Like let's say you have like 6 boxes of Nike backpacks or something that you're sending. All you need to do is click on add box, and now it's going to tell Amazon, okay, this is box 2. So now when I go to scan a product, it's going to automatically assign it to box number 2. So it says this total quantity has already been packed because I already scanned it. But let me scan a different book. As you can see, this was added to box 2 here. And so if I had to make 3 boxes, I would just add 3 boxes. And I have a full video that kind of breaks this down more in depth. So if that's kind of confusing you, don't worry. You can just type in how to do box contents, go to lister, and that video will pop up. So after you do that, you click on send box content, and this is going to send all the information to Amazon. You can actually enter your box weights here and go to lister. So now what you're going to do is enter. Most of my boxes are 12 by 16 by 12. So
that's a huge time saver too, because if you have to go into Seller Central, like find the box thing, like put in, it's just so annoying.
Yeah. So,
when you go to Seller Central, you're just gonna hit print label, and then you're
exactly done. This bypasses all that. So now what you do is you just enter your box weights, and then boom, you're good to go. If you're doing an LTL shipment, you can also use GoToLister for that. So if you're wholesale or you're a big bookseller, big OA, you can also do LTL as well. So that's really how you create the shipment and pack the box up. I mean, that's just step by step. So I mean, that's really all you need to do. I'm not really sure if I mentioned it or not, but you can change your condition notes. So this is important for used booksellers, like as you're listing to it saves all the condition notes that you've ever had here. And we're actually going to work on optimizing the way this looks, but it remembers all the condition notes you've ever used. So if you have like an X library book or something, it'll remember that. For OA sellers, you'll just be listing everything as new, and you don't need a condition note. So you can just leave that blank. So yeah, that's how you list the products step by step. You can also view different stats here. So we have your sales, total units, what your average sales price is. So this is basically like the Amazon Seller app. I just think it looks a little bit prettier. But the thing that the Amazon Seller app doesn't tell you is what your profitability is. So because you've used GoToLister to list all your items, it knows exactly what your buy cost is. So if we click on total profit here, we can see our sales are $27,000 for the month. We paid $4,900 for those items that sold. Amazon charged us $7,000 in FBA fees, and our total profit is $15,000 at the end of the day. Now, this is called gross profit. And
Yeah.
gross profit is extremely important for you to measure because if your gross profit's high, then it's easier for you to have a healthy net profit. Your gross profit's basically what are your sales minus what you paid for the product minus Amazon fees. Now, this is 15,000, but we still have to factor in prep cost, maybe you have a virtual assistant, maybe
Yeah.
you enroll in side hustle experiments, coaching program, whatever. Those are all different expenses. But this is telling you, are you making good purchasing decisions? Are the products that you're purchasing making you a profit? So this is my favorite page to look at. It's mobile friendly too. You can open it on your phone, but it tells you like on a day-to-day basis, okay, I did 2,200 in sales, but I'm left with a true $1,400 profit after all my buy costs and everything are factored in. So this is a super important metric to measure. And then we also have orders here, which breaks down on a per item basis what you're making. And so you want to make sure every item has a buy cost. And so if you listed a product, or maybe you're coming from Inventory Lab and you don't have your buy cost updated on GoToLister, you can update them here. So if you know what you paid for it, you can just enter $13. Boom, update just this order, or you can update all past orders and all future orders
Wow.
for that exact SKU. So you can easily manage like what your buy costs are here. You can also download this data, which is going to be helpful for tracking replans and stuff like that. And remember, everyone that goes to the link below
Yeah.
for John's special link, that's going to give you a 30-day trial instead of just a 14-day trial. And we're also going to give you access to this replan spreadsheet, which is really important for online arbitrage sellers. It's going to tell you all you need to do is paste your listing data from GoToLister here, which I'll make a video on how to do this, but it's super simple. And then your sales data. And once you do those two things, it's going to tell you what products you should buy more of. So it's going to look at what you've sold the last 7 days for the product, and it's going to project a 30-day sell-through for that product. And it's going to look at how much you have in stock minus how much you're expected to sell. So that's helpful as well. And then really, I mean, that's really it. Like it's a simple software. We try to not overcomplicate it. We have batch settings. You can update your condition notes here. You can make custom SKUs. So if you want to track different parts of the SKU, you can. We have expiration date coming soon for online arbitrage people.
Ooh,
But
nice.
you can add like where the source was. So maybe you got it from Kohl's.com. You can enter your buy cost. So all this is automatically built into your SKU. So you can build your SKU there. You can take a peek at our pricing rules. This is really helpful for booksellers. Again, we price your items higher if they sell faster so you can make more profit. This is also helpful for OA people because, I mean, you don't always want to match the buy box price. A lot of times you can get higher prices. Online arbitrage people, you know where to price your items, so go ahead and do that. But we also have min-max pricing. This is huge for OA people. So what I do with all my online arbitrage product is I set a min price at 20%. So what this is going to do is it's going to make your ROI at least 20%. So it's never, and then you can export that data. And I don't know if you guys use BQ or Aura or whatever your audience uses. You can send that data to them just by exporting it. But yeah, you automatically can set your min price there. So that's a new feature that we just rolled out.
Yeah, that's super helpful too, because a lot of the time, if you're like, I don't know, if you're listing a lot of stuff, sometimes just lose track of stuff. So like at least you always know you're at 20%. And if you are using a repricer, like it will catch it and correct it if you want to go higher or not.
Yeah,
And the thing I really like about GoToLister is I think it's like perfect for obviously booksellers. It's kind of what it's built for, but like it has. I was talking to Avery before this, and I think it's really great just for someone who's getting started with OA because there's other software that's like much more expensive than this, and it would really eat into your bottom line. And to just try to track, I mean, I used to do it when I first started selling. Try to track the Amazon fees, whether you're profitable, build a SKU, like listing in Seller Central is an absolute nightmare. And like I feel like some people might just quit because like listing in Seller Central is like so confusing. So this is a great option for you to just get started. I think there's a 30-day trial, or we could cut this or whatever, but you have at least 30 days to try it out, with like plenty of time to really send a couple of shipments in, see how you like it, start to see profit analytics. Also, the nice part, if you don't have any tracking software, you don't know how much you're making on each item. So to be able to sort by orders, I know even me, sometimes I'm like, that's pretty much the first thing I check in the morning. I'm just like, all right, what's sold? How much money did I make? Or do I need to check something? Do I need to change the price? Like, why did we lose $1 on this? Like, all that kind of stuff's like super important, especially if you're new and like you don't have like a whole grip on stuff. Like, that stuff is really important to see. So I know when I first started, I was making like stupid errors all the time and didn't have something to look at to be like, oh, that's wrong. It was really at the end of the month, it's like, oh, I guess I made this much money, but like,
And you know,
what's
a
going
lot
on.
of people don't like to click on that profit tab on GoToLister, but if you want to build a profitable business and make a ton of money on Amazon, you have to know what your profit is. You can't ignore that. You can't look at your sales and say, oh, I did 30,000 in sales last month, and ignore the profit. Maybe you only made 2,000 profit. That's okay. Just like look at it though. You don't have to share it on social media, but GoToLister is going to tell you the truth. And as long as your buy costs are entered, when you click on that profit tab, it might be ugly, it might be pretty, hopefully it's pretty, but you can truly know like, hey, GoToLister is telling me that I'm making more money than I am at my job. Or, holy crap, like I did 60,000 in sales, but I only made 5,000 in profit. Like, what's going on here? And so it really allows you to optimize. You know, if you don't measure it, you can't manage it. That's a law by, or a saying by Peter Drucker. And you know, I live by that. You know, you have to look at what you're truly making profit wise. And the cool thing about GoToLister is we tell you not only like, hey, you made a profit on this product, but if you use our tracking, or if you use our spreadsheet that we'll give you if you sign up through the link below, 100% free. Just email us at support@gotolister.com. I want the spreadsheet for replens. We'll go ahead and send that over to you. And what we do is we just take the items that you listed, the items that you sold, and we tell you, hey, you made $180 profit on the supplement last month. You do not have a 30-day supply of this. We recommend that you purchase 24 more right now. And so it takes the guesswork out of the purchasing process. I was talking to somebody the other day, I won't mention her name, but she was like, I just like to feel my way through business. I like to, you know, feel like when I should buy more product. And there's a place for feelings, but it's not in business when you're replenishing inventory. You need to go off your data. You don't want to overstock on inventory, and you don't want to understock on inventory. You always want to have, at least in my opinion, a month supply of inventory. If you have a few months supply, you're wasting your capital. You're tying it up. And so really, like, our goal with GoToLister is to help you list products faster, save time. And also now we're showing you with the spreadsheet that we're offering, you know, what products you can replan. That way you can keep making money and you don't have to slow down what your profit is. So really appreciate having me on.
Really great spreadsheet too, because a lot of times, I mean, now I have almost 200 products, and it's like it's hard to keep track of like what's selling, what's not selling, what to order now, what not to order. So especially when you're starting out, to have someone be like, "Hey, you should order this," is definitely super helpful.
Yeah, 100%. And we also allow you, real quick, if you are coming from Inventory Lab, I know it's a pain to switch over from any software, but what we allow you to do is you can quickly go to your orders tab and then import COGS. And all you need to do is, I'll send you a video if you email us at support@gotolister.com. I'm in that inbox. My team's managing it and me as well, but just say, hey, I want to transfer my data from Inventory Lab. Can you send me the video? And we have a video that shows you there's one report you export from Inventory Lab. It's actually a SKU profitability report, if you guys know where that is. Download that, select CSV file, and then what you'll do is you just select the SKU column, and then you select the cost column. So it'll import all your cost of goods, and that way your profit analytics can be accurate. So you can
wow, that'd be a huge time saver.
Here it is, profitability. Open that up for all my Inventory Lab people coming over, and then what you'll do is click on MSKU, and then the cost column is going to be cost per unit. and then boom, click on upload. It'll take, depending on how much data you have, 10 to 30 minutes, and then you'll be good to go. So, and we also, everyone that joins now, I'll never raise the price on you. You'll be grandfathered in at $50 a month, or it's $39.99 a month if you sign up with us annually, and you'll be locked in. I'm not going to raise the price on you ever for that, but I can tell you, like, my developer and myself are both Amazon sellers. We are going to make this software like far better than anything you've seen ever. Like, we're super excited to build this, and so I'm going to take care of everyone who comes in. I'm super excited for everyone who's joining us now, and you'll be locked into that price forever, because we're not always going to be a $50 a month software. But we do have big plans for the future. We're both Amazon sellers. We know exactly what we want with this software, and there's a lot of softwares out there that are built by people that aren't Amazon sellers, and so they don't really know what the softwares need. And so, yeah, we're super excited for the future, and I really appreciate you having me on, man.
No, I appreciate it. I feel like what I really like too is like I was texting with Avery the other day, and I was like, you should do this. And he like literally like 10 minutes later, he just did it. And he's like really open to feedback. And I think you got a lot of feedback from like a lot of the community to kind of like, what do you want, what do you need, kind of stuff. So yeah, I think this is a great, starting point for a lot of you. This is great for booksellers. I know a lot of booksellers still follow. So definitely sign up, click the link below. Free 30-day trial, nothing to lose. Avery is easy to track down. Should you not want to use it anymore.
We're also not just for books, we're for every single product that exists on Amazon you can use this for. And we got some really cool stuff coming for OA people and wholesale people. So excited for the future.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for being here. If you guys have any questions, where can they find you or get at you?
It's Romer the Romer on everything: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You can message me on Instagram. I'll reply. I'm usually pretty good at responding, but if you tag me enough times, I'll definitely see you and help you out.
Cool deal. Well, thanks for being here, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Awesome.
Peace.
Peace.